Dear students, welcome to my channel. Today I am going to explain about the priority queue. What is the priority queue? It's extended version of the queue. And before going to the priority queue, first we have to know that what is the queue. Queue is nothing but we can say that the line. The line the person wants to visit the temple, so people will be in line, then only they can visit because there will be the so many people. It's very tough to visit temple at a time, all of them, so they are just creating the line. So that's called queue. One other is saying that another is that we can say that the ticket counter. Another is saying that ticket counter, the person will go to reserve the ticket. For that, those who go first, they will get chance first to reserve. Those who go late, they will get last chance to reserve, right? One is thing that we can also say that the line, also we can say that the row, right? So here the queue is following principle is that FIFO. FIFO it means that the person in first, first in, first out, first in, first out, right? So first in, first out, it's following, and it has two operation. It has two operations. Performing two operation is like NQ. NQ is nothing but a insert operation, and another is that another is performing DQ. Another is performing DQ, and that's nothing but a delete operation. That's nothing but a delete operation. So this is all about the queue, normal queue. It's following the principle is FIFO, and the FIFO, that is nothing but a first in first out, and there is a two operation of the queue, that is NQ and DQ. Same thing, the same principle also going to follow the priority queue, but difference is that previously we were saying that those who come first, they will going to insert first, and they will going to also delete first. But problem is here in the priority queue, they are not checking the person who is coming first. They are checking that who is having highest priority. So according to the priority it's inserting, and according to the priority coming out. So if it is a person is having highest priority, they will get chance to first reserve the ticket. Then the next person will get the chance, those who have lesser priority than the first person. So we'll see that the example for the better understanding. So here I have taken that priority queue, one example here. This is the normal queue for withdrawing the cash from the ATM. This is the normal queue. Those who came, this person came first, so he is getting chance first to withdraw the cash. Then this madam will get the chance to withdraw the cash. Then after this madam will get the chance. Then after this sir will going to get the chance. Then after this sir and this sir. So what this is following? This is following what? This is following FIFO. This is following FIFO. So those who came first, they are getting chance to withdraw the cash. But coming to the here, these many people wants to visit the temple. These many people are wants to visit the temple. In that, here mention the timing also. When president came, when the prime minister came, when the chief minister came, when minister 1 came, minister 2 came, and normal person, right? So if you observe that the timing they reach to the temple place, this normal person came early as compared to all of them. But still, if you see that in that queue, who is going to visit the first this temple? This is nothing but it's Akshardham temple in Delhi. This temple is in Delhi, and that name is that Akshardham. So if it is president is there and prime minister there, chief minister there, minister 1, minister 2, and normal person. So in that, even the president came by 1 p.m. and prime minister came by 11 a.m. and CM also came by 11 a.m. right? And the minister 1 came by 8 p.m. and minister 2 came by 7 p.m. and the normal person was in line since 4 p.m. But still here who will going to get the first chance? If it is normal queue, if it is the normal queue, then the normal person will get first chance, then after the minister 2 will get chance, then minister 1 will get chance, then after CM will going to get, it's not a PM, it's a AM. It's a AM, I'm assuming that. So then CM will going to get chance, and then after PM, and then after the president. But here it's a priority queue. Because of the priority queue, the president is going to get first chance. So president visit first, then after the prime minister is going to visit, and after the visit of the prime minister, then only CM is going to visit. The third chance will going to get the CM, and the fourth chance, see that the priority of the minister 1 and minister 2 both is having the same priority. Both position is same, so both is having the same priority. But the problem is that what we will do, if it is the same priority, if the two person will get same priority, then what we will do, then we'll see that which minister came first. So far we have seen that the president was have highest priority. So president visited first. Then after we know that the prime minister is having the second priority. So prime minister visited. Then the third is CM, because there is a single CM. So here we haven't taken the two CM. So here single CM was there. So single CM was visited. They got the third chance. But the minister 1 and minister 2 both is having the same position. Right? For now, what we will going to do, we'll see that who came first. Either minister 1 came first or minister 2 came first. So here if you see that the minister 2 came first, because he came by 7 PM and minister 1 came by 8 PM. So the fourth chance will going to get the minister 2 to visit. Then fifth chance will get the minister 1. And after that, after visiting all these president, prime minister, CM and minister, after that the normal person will get the chance, and their chance is 6th position. Right? So if it is the normal queue, then they will going to follow normal person. Those who come first, they will going to get chance. Because of the priority queue, the complete order is changed. Even they came late, but they are going to get chance to visit first, right? Because of the priority. So that's the difference between the normal queue and priority queue. So normal queue only following first in first out, but the priority queue is changing the priority, and according to the priority it's a visiting. Okay. Next we'll see the property of the priority queue. What is the property? Just now I've said that the priority queue is the extension of the queue. So normal queue only, priority queue is also following the NQ and DQ. Two operation. Your priority queue is also having two operation, is that NQ and DQ. NQ and DQ. Right? And in also priority queue, what it is doing, it's also following FIFO. When it's following FIFO, if two element is having same priority, then it will follow the FIFO. Right? So priority queue is nothing but its extension of queue. It's also following the FIFO, but if the two element is having the same priority, right? And here is saying that every element has a priority associated with it. Means every element is having the priority with them. Just now I have given the example. The normal person having their lowest priority. The minister is having the bit high priority, like that, right? Every element with the high priority is dequeued before. So similar like that, the person who is having higher priority, they can also enter first, and they will also come out also first. It means that dequeued first also. So they will also enqueued first and dequeued first also. Right? And then he is saying that if two elements have the same priority, they are served according to their order. So I have said that if two ministers have the same priority, Then after what we will going to see, there we will going to follow the FIFO. If two elements have the same priority, then we will going to follow the FIFO. Now we'll see that the types of the priority, there will be the two type of the priority. One is that ascending priority queue, another is the descending priority queue. Why we say that ascending priority? Ascending priority queue, it means that one is having the highest priority, two is having the second highest, three is having the third highest, fourth is having the fourth highest, fifth is having the fifth highest, sixth is having the sixth highest, and seventh is having the seventh highest. So if you observe this, this is nothing but a ascending order. This is nothing but a ascending order. Similar like that for the descending order priority queue, if you observe that the 8 is having the highest priority. 8 is having here having the highest priority as compared to 2 is having the lowest priority, right? So what is that here? If you see that, if you observe there, this is the ascending order priority queue and this is nothing but a descending order priority queue. Because of that reason, if it is ascending order priority queue, it means that the lowest value is having highest priority. The lowest value is having, for the ascending order, the lowest value is having high priority. High priority. For the descending order, the high value is having high priority. High priority. Right? Next, what we are going to do? Application of the priority queue. Where this priority queue is going to use? So priority queue is going to use in CPU scheduling. There is an operating system, there is a CPU scheduling, there are multiple CPU scheduling is there. one is that first come first serve. First come first serve. There you will going to use normal queue. There you will going to use normal queue. Another is saying that the shortest CPU scheduling, shortest CPU scheduling. Another is saying that the longest common one is shortest CPU scheduling. Another is that round robin. Another is that round robin. In the round robin scheduling, there the priority queue is used. There the priority queue is used. Priority queue is used in the round robin. And in FCFS, there the normal queue is used. Next is saying that the graph algorithm is Dijkstra algorithm. The Dijkstra algorithm is nothing but a single source shortest path. So Dijkstra algorithm is used to find the shortest path, and this is going to use there also priority. You can use the priority queue to implement the Dijkstra algorithm to find the shortest path. Another is that Prim's spanning tree. This is also used for the find the minimum spanning tree. So Prim's algorithm, there also you can use the priority queue. Another is that saying that the data compression. Data compression is nothing but a Huffman coding. There also you can use the priority queue. Another is saying that event driven simulation such as a customer waiting in the queue. So here you can also use the priority queue. Customer waiting room, it means that what we will going to do, you will check that who is having the highest priority, which customer is having the highest priority. They will get the first chance for the event, and those who have a less priority, they will get the less chance. So there also you can use the priority queue. And for here finding the kth largest and smallest. So we have already seen that the priority queue types ascending order and descending order, and because of that reason you can use here for finding the kth largest and smallest element. So these are the application of the priority queue. These are the some application I have written. There are many applications, there you can use the priority queue. Now we will see the advantage of the priority queue. What is the advantage? Advantage is that it helps to access the element faster way. Why is saying that the faster way? Because every element is associated with the priority. So if you know the priority, you can easily get the person. If you know the priority, then you can easily get the person. because of the priority it's making that dynamically, because of the priority it makes that dynamically, and for that reason it is easy to access. So here saying that because element is having the priority queue are ordered by the priority, so one can easily retrieve the highest priority. So if it is priority is given with the person, we can easily extract that person. Means just now we said that the two type of the ascending priority queue, one is ascending order, one is the descending order, and that's nothing but the priority. So if you know the priority, then you can easily go and check that I want this priority person, then you can easily access, and because of the priority reason the accessing is fast, right? And then another is saying that the order of the element the priority queue is done dynamically. Because of the priority it is done dynamically, and for that reason only the access is faster, right? Next is saying that the efficient algorithm can be implemented. So maximum algorithm is using priority queue, and that makes efficient, and priority queue are used in many algorithm to improve the efficiency. So just now say that for the improving the efficiency it's using the priority queue, like digester algorithm is using priority queue for the improving the efficiency, right? Another is saying that because the access is faster. Another that in real-time system, the priority queues allow you to quickly retrieve the highest priority. Yes, so there is a two priority, highest and lowest priority. So if you want that highest priority person in the constant time, you will get the highest priority person. Similar like that, if we want that the lowest priority person in the constant time, will retrieve the lowest priority person because we have the priority list, right? But these are the advantage. Of course, if it is the some advantage is given, then of course there will be the some disadvantage. So we'll see what is the disadvantage of priority queue. So here we will see the disadvantage of the priority queue. So disadvantage of the priority queue is that high complexity. High complexity, why we say that high complexity? Because of the priority only. Because of the priority queue are more complex than simple data structure that like array and linked list. So priority queue is complex as compared to array linked list stack, and it may more difficult to implement and maintain. Reason is that here one extra concept came like a priority. So if it is priority concept came, you are going to store somewhere also. It means that the high consumption of the memory is also required for storing the priority, because the priority concept is there. So here there is a one disadvantage is that it's complex because of the priority reason. It's not easy like a array, and another complex is that it's required the extra memory to store the priority. We have to store somewhere, then only you know the priority, na? So memory is also required extra, and it's saying that it is not always more efficient data structure. So we have seen that for getting the highest priority person we can easily get that person. For lowest priority person we can easily get that. What about the middle priority person? Is it possible to get in the constant time? Little bit tough. So for that reason is saying that the priority queue is not always efficient for all the data structure. There is some data structure for them it's good, but not for all the algorithm. So this is the disadvantage of the priority queue. One is that it's a little bit complex, the complexity is high, extra memory is required, and it's not efficient for the all the data structure. So this is the disadvantage of the priority queue. That's all about the priority queue. In next video I will going to explain the implementation of the priority queue using the STL library, as well as will explain with the array also. There are many data structure that you can use to implement the priority queue, like array, queue, linked list, heap. So everything I will going to explain in the next video. Thank you for watching my video.